It is that time in our house where I need to refill our activity kits because this had a lot of stuff from December. Hey you guys, this is Christina from the Purple Alphabet, and every once in a while I like to create these little boxes full of activities for my kids to do, especially when they say they are bored or there's nothing for them to do in the house when there's a lot for them to do in the house. So I pulled together some of the things that we've kept back in the drawers far away and they've forgotten about, and some new things, and I put them together in a little activity kit. This is last month, so I'm going to show you what worked and didn't work, and then we're going to refill it with some new things. Let's get started. So last month had a whole bunch of art kits, which are no longer in here, you guys. There's a lot of Christmas activities and things to do, so those are gone out of the box, but we have the rest to kind of clear out of here. I'll start off with this game, which was a 3D puzzle game, Canoodle Pyramid. If you're familiar at all with the Canoodle games, they're really, really good. Every single Canoodle game I've ever done is really good. Brain teaser games. This one has two functions, playing it flat like this, and you can also play a 3D pyramid. Huge hit. Can't recommend it enough. So this one went over very well. Then we had the 800-pound gorilla, which is from the creators of Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, which is a really fun card game. This one was also fun. My kids liked playing it. I think they played it a few times during the holidays. I'm not going to go through it right now, explain how to play it, but if you like the Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza type of game, then you'd like these. They're a little bit silly, but they always have a lot of laughs and fun with this game. It was a really simple game to play too. It's recommended for ages 8 and up to 6 players on this one. Then we had some workbooks, and I told you guys last time that this is it for the workbooks. And so I did see my 5th grader kind of look through them a little bit. She didn't really complete them, but I did see her kind of leafing through them just, casually. So this is it. This is done. I'm no longer buying workbooks. We have used workbooks so many times over the years, and they did lovely. And now we are just workbooked out. So we are done with workbooks. Skillmatics had this foil fun press and peel kit. This I definitely know my kids use. Well, actually my 5th grader liked using it. I liked using it myself. There's these little adhesive foam pieces and you adhere foil papers to them to decorate them. There's different placings in here. This one was the World of Animals, and so it was a huge hit. It says 4 to 9 years old, but I honestly think it could go a little bit older just because it's kind of a fun therapeutic thing to do. The thing about Skillmatics, this brand, I have a discount code and it's a good one. So I'm going to put that down below in the description box and go and look and see what they have. They have some new things, they have other things, educational based games, and they have some really, really cool deals too. So use that coupon code. I'll put that down below. Next, we have the Goo Games. I went ahead and put them back in the box for this video. They're different squishy kind of water play games. So there's water inside here and you push them in, and there's interchangeable cards that go in each one of these. So I had 3 different ones. I only put 2 in the box, and you have interchangeable cards so you can play them out and use new games too. So this is my sensory item for this month. Huge hit on these. And then this one is my Geiger game, which was like a viral game on TikTok, which I still love. It's electronic. So you push the button, it gives you a little puzzle, and you set up the puzzle, and your job is to move. Let me take out this piece. All the pieces in the puzzle to get this red piece down by moving it around the game board. It was a lot of fun, you guys, and it's quite addictive, and there's so many different levels you can play. Definitely a hit, and I actually love all the Geiger games too. So now to refill our box, as I always say, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't go into the box, but I'm going to prove myself wrong this time in just a minute. But first, let's get on to some of the things that I wanted to put in this month. I shopped my own bookshelf this time. I went into my kids' bedroom, I looked on the bookshelf, and I looked for some of the books that I think they have overlooked. I don't know if that happens to anybody else but us, but we have a lot of books, especially nonfiction books, that I think my kids would enjoy if they remembered that they were there. They just don't see them and I don't pull them out. So I have a selection of some that I think that they'd enjoy. This one I think was a gift. This code is, the sticker's giving me like Costco vibes, but I don't think they were from Costco. I'm not sure. This is called STEM Fun Engineering, Fun Facts and Activities. They have all kinds of different things here to read about and to learn. If I can find this on Amazon, I'll link it down below. In fact, I'll link everything I show you down below always so you can go and see it. If I find this one, I'll definitely put it down. If I find one similar, I will also put that down there. So it might be not be this one, but it might be a similar one. I just think the pictures and illustrations are super cute in this book. So we're going to put this in here. And then I brought out my Dollar Tree books. You guys, Dollar Tree was spot on with this. These are 2 out of the large series, and this is Planet Earth. They're question and answer books, and I actually think they're really well done, especially for the age group my kids are. So I have a 10 and 12-year-old, and so this is perfect. It's not too easy. It's not too big. And the question and answer format, so they can just scan through and look at the questions and then read the answers versus reading like an encyclopedia style text. So I picked the Planet Earth. There's like 5 out of the series. Animal World, same format from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 each. I just think they were an excellent find for that price. So I'm going to include those. I got 3 of these books, 1 more activity, 1 more reading, and then I want to include some games. So I usually like to include a game they can play together. And I'm kind of cheating on this one because I know they like this one already because we've been playing it forever since Christmas. If you haven't played Exploding Kittens, you're missing out on silliness and fun. This one is a silly game, but it's actually really, really fun, and I've enjoyed playing it. So this is for ages 7 and up. It's 2 to 5 players. I won't get into all of the nitty-gritty details, but it's one of those games where things keep changing. So your goal is to get through the card game without getting an exploding kitten, and I think they're down here. So there's an exploding kitten card. So if you get these cards, then you can be out of the game unless you have a strategy not to get it and to avoid it. There's so many twists and turns in this game. It's really hard to explain it without running through a whole scenario. You can have strategy with it. You can use multiple cards to avoid getting this exploding kitten. You can do things to other players to make them get it instead of you. And so it's just a kind of a really fun strategy game, and it's entertaining, and we have really, really enjoyed it. If you go and watch this, I'll put an Amazon link for it. Look at the little video on how to play, and I'll explain it all. Gameplay is very simple and easy. It's entertaining. So this one is going in here, even though we've already been playing with it. It's okay. We can keep on playing with it. Then I have these 2. These are from Five Below, and there's little games. I think they were like $1 each. This one's the this or that. It's up to you. So this is like a would you rather kind of game. Would you rather do this? Would you rather do that? And this one is take a hint, where it has 6 clues and you have to give 1 guess. And so these are just little itty bitty card games that I thought I could put in here. Let's see if I open them up. Yeah. So there's different clues and you have to guess what it is based upon those clues. And so they could play with these together. I like to put things in this box that are grab and go, so I can just grab these and take them with us. They're great at restaurants too. They fit in my purse. It'd be perfect. I feel like this video is going to be very game specific, but only because we have a lot of games recently. I've been really into them. So your goal is to get 5 in a row. So you just play by putting 1 piece down at a time, and you can only touch edges. So you can block somebody if you wanted to, or you can create your own thing that you're going. And the more players you have, the more fun that this game is. If I was an orange person, I'd want to probably put 1 here to block them from getting 5 in a row. Put 1 here, and then 1 here, and then you keep on playing and trying to get 5 in a row. Now, while the game itself is very simple, it can be very challenging, especially for several different players. So you can get 5 in a row diagonally and horizontally and vertically. So it's just about strategy and working together to block other players that you're playing with. So right here, I've already got 3. I could get a couple more if I played my cards right on this game. It's just a very simple, but now I got 3 going that way. Simple but effective way. Am I going to win against myself, you guys? Putting that 1 there, then I can put a pink 1 there and get 5 in a row. But it's a simple but effective game. Once again, the way that it's stored too all together like this is a great way. You could clip it onto a backpack. They even have like a little carabiner on there. I like this game a lot. This one definitely I have to put a link down below because it's simple enough for the youngest players to play, complicated enough for adults to enjoy it. Gotta do another game. This was from my Temu haul, and it's a 3D jigsaw puzzle. And so inside you have all these little blocks and these different pattern cards to match up the blocks. So you have to turn all of the blocks around to the correct side to match the pattern on the card. Very simple, easy. These are all self-explanatory puzzles. So this is a game that they can do solo. So I like to include a game that they could do together. And I like to include solo games too, because they don't always want to play a game with one another. The card up here in the corner, you can click on and watch that whole Temu haul. There's a lot of ideas in that. Also from Temu, I have these block sets. And so this is my artsy craftsy thing for this month. So these are building brick flowers. So each kit has a different one. So these are like 2 little tulips. And then this one is like a sunflower, contains all the little pieces to make it. I'm not convinced that the instructions are very good, but we will definitely see and try. So these also came from Temu, and my kids like putting together these. So we'll see how those turn out. Usually I give updates on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see me talking about those. Also for arts and crafts is this sun pick paper. So it's hard to tell what it is because we haven't done it yet, but inside there's these these sheets of paper that are specific to the sun, that they'll get sun bleached. As you can put foliage or even these little fake stickers on there onto the paper, set them out in the sun, and then after that's done for like 15 minutes, put it in water to develop it, and you'll have an imprint onto the paper that the sun made. They give you a little flower to use, or you can use foliage from around your house. You can also find this on Amazon. I will put that down below too if you're interested in doing some sun bleaching art. It's actually a really fun activity for all kids. Then I told you I try to fit everything into that, but we're not doing that today. This is a coding robot that was sent to us for review, and we are really enjoying this. It's not going to fit in here, but I will set it together, and we have already opened it and played with it, so I have some clips to show you too. But it comes with all these different pieces to build your own robots. There's all kinds of different books in here that go through things and explain things. She was using book 1 just the other day in order to figure out how to use the materials. This kit is for ages 8 to 12. My daughter's 10, and it's the perfect age for her. She did not need my help whatsoever to create. We got a parts list here, and then there's also like a little quick start guide on here. You use it with an app or with your computer. Some more of the pieces down here in the bottom, wheels and components. Comes with a little USB hookup too if you need that, and all of these pieces. And then you use the app to go along with it to create. She created this robot, and it has little eyes that flash on here too, and it moves, and she's coded it to move in certain directions and to move forward and backwards and to spin around and to do different things, and she is having a blast with this. This is available on Amazon. I have a link directly to it. They come in kits that are also for younger kids too, so if you're not ready for this level of coding right now, they have some younger kits that are perfect for the little ones that you'll definitely want to take a look at. But I have been really impressed with this because she did this all on her own, you guys. She coded it and she loves it. So we have that, and this is going to be part of our activity kits, and she wants to continue creating with this. In fact, when she gets home from school, I know she wants to take a look and do it. And I love the storage container and all the materials that come with it. It just makes a lot of sense. 2 more games to add to this, both from Temu, although I might be able to find them on Amazon too. First is this 3D block puzzle. Since I only have one game that they can do solo, I like to add another one so they both can do solo games if they wanted to. This one is also going to be my fidget because it's very similar to a fidget toy, just in a game form. So you get all of these different leveled playing cards, advanced, master, and beginner, and then your job is to take a card and to configure your little fidget to match that pattern. So these are all strung together with a string, and you can manipulate them and turn them and move them into different shapes, and you can get it to match the card. There's also a solution book it comes with, but it is a very tactile way to fidget, but then also do some brain teaser exercises too. And I found that it was pretty fun to figure out how to configure this. In fact, trying to put it back into that rectangle shape here, see if I can do it. So I can put it back in the box. And I think that this one would be really fun for my kids to try. There we go, back to rectangle, to see if they can complete those puzzles. I'll link this somehow down below. And then we have this game too, which is for older children, especially ones that do not put things in their mouth, and it's a magnet game. I do know that this is available on Amazon as well as Temu, so I'll probably put both links. So you set up your circle. This is your game playing space, and then each player gets a set of the magnet stones, and then one by one you add them, taking turns to the center stone. But eventually you get to have a little space, and then you have no other choice but to put them in spots close to one another. I did pretty good there. And then if this happens, you have to take those stones now. And the goal is to win by not having any stones. So it's a really fun way to play with magnets and to learn how they work in a game form. Very easy and simple to follow, plus a great take and go game too. So I'll have to include this one in the links too, because I know a lot of you probably asked for it. But once again, safety first, make sure this is for children who will never put anything like this close to their mouth. So here we go. Add this in here too. And I think we are filled up for this month's activity kit. There's a lot going on here. I know it's game heavy, but we're really into games now. If you like this video, I got another one up here on the screen for you to go watch next. I will see you over there. Make sure to click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.